Welcome to SAT Simply Archi Things, and this is me DRISHYA.A here. I'm an architecture student, and today from the series of Sketch Like an Architect, today we'll be looking about the building, the Petronas Tower from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Yes. So that's the choice of mine today. So the Petronas Tower, which is considered to be the tallest building in the world from 1998 till 2004. It's quite interesting. Before we move on to sketching, the first thing you have to do is to observe. Yes. So let's do the good observation of this building. Observation is not what I meant is to look onto the detailings or the finish or the how the building looks. No. What I want you to do is to observe the building and decode it into the simple shapes or simple forms that you can bring it. Okay. So while looking onto this building, the Petronas Tower, the forms I find here is a rectangle, a frustum and an antenna. So only two forms is what I decoded with this building. So now let us draw it as a key sketch for this building. So now let us develop this key sketch into our real sketch here. So these two rectangle 1 and 2 will be moved on as two cylindrical forms here because it's a 3D view. Okay, so we are having like two cylindrical forms here, 1 and 2. Yes. So above it, as I told you, it's like a frustum thing kind of thing. So actually it's not like a frustum. If you look on deep into it, it's like being divided into different fragments of like sections. Like it has something of, I'm gonna add it like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth one is a little bit conical like this, and it has a 2 antenna on the above. Yeah. And there's a bridge in the between, so I'm just adding a bridge like this. So yeah, the outline of our building is done. Now let us now add some details with some rendering. Okay, so with the details, it is like straight lines, unique lines. So since it's a skyscraper, it will look something like this. So I'm adding the lines, so it should be closer at the edges and broader in the middle. Okay, so I'm adding like this. So I just added to the end. So let us add some more rendering techniques here. So the usual rendering, you can have it for sketching, to sketch it really quick. The diagonal strokes like this, it's really good thing you can practice here. So I'm adding the diagonal strokes on the left side of my building, something like this. Done. Now while we are sketching it like an architect, the main factor that you have to show is scale. So when you have to represent the scale of the building, you can either add some more building on the backdrop, or you can add a little tiny humans over there, or a little tiny trees. So here I thought of adding some more buildings at the backdrop. So let me do it like this. You can use a little lower point of fence for the buildings, and also it has something like this in the ground floor actually. Yeah, it's done. So now we'll be moving on with some coloring techniques. So I'm just adding the color to my building. Yeah. So one side shade, the other side, and since it's cylindrical, we are leaving the lighting white part in the middle. Okay, so this is how the building looks like. So at the backdrop, I'm turning it into something of brown shades, so that will be having as my backdrop for my picture. Okay, so that's it. And the sky, of course, you can show the sky. So there it is. Yeah, so my building is done. So this looks exactly, and yeah, wait, I missed out something. Yeah, so now this looks exactly like the Petronas Tower of Malaysia. This is the final picture, final output we have bought here, and hope you like it. Oh yes, why wait so long? Go up and start sketching. So I'll be back with a new video tomorrow. Until then, stay tuned. Signing off, DRISHYA.A.